Are you serious? Are you serious? I want to break it down for you. What's going on in the Middle East? What's taking place around the world? Are we living in the days that the Bible said would happen? Where nation would rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there would be famines and pestilence, earthquakes in divers places, asteroids screaming toward the earth, the sun with massive solar flares, and the ground with massive sinkholes. And in the middle, oh yes, hurricanes, tornadoes, typhoons, cyclones, and of course, earthquakes in divers places. And all of these are pointing us to the second coming of the Lord. Now, I'd like to do this quickly for the bride of Christ, to prepare yourself, because the King is coming. Let me give you an update of what's going on in the Middle East right now. First of all, let's go to Syria. Just when you thought that the tales of horror from the Syria's conflict couldn't get any worse, they have, because President Bashar Assad continues to do whatever he's got to do, like a caged rat, to try to survive. And even though he's evil, and even though he's definitely not my favorite character, those that are trying to oust him and take over are going to be worse, because they are the Muslim Brotherhood. Now listen to this. But Assad has done a dastardly deed. Activists are saying that he has killed up to 10 children. 10 children are dead after government bombers bombed a playground. A warplane dropped a pair of cluster bombs on a village in Syria, just east of Damascus, in a suburb. The activists report that the unverified YouTube videos purported and show the aftermath as children's bloody bodies are lying in the streets near God. It's getting worse, folks. It's getting very, very, very bad. Again, Heidi's getting ready to do a blog called Truth Lies in the Street. I'm telling you right now, that's what's happening in Damascus. And the Bible said in the prophecy of Isaiah, in the 17th chapter of the book of Isaiah, it says, "Behold, the burden of Damascus. Behold, Damascus is no longer a city, but has become a ruinous heap." Let's read it exactly from the King James Version. It exactly says this: "The burden of Damascus. Behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap." And it tells you about other, if you go to Jeremiah 49, 23 through 27, it breaks it down exactly how the events will unfold in the destruction of Damascus, which is certainly coming to pass. Other things you need to know about. Let's go to Egypt quickly, also in the Middle East. This is a big story, as Mohammed Masih, who calls himself Pharaoh, taking all power, absolute power. Since becoming president of Egypt, he dismissed the governing council, which was Bible prophecy, by the way. It said that would happen in Isaiah 19, verses 1 through 4, that the council would be destroyed, and he did it. But he also fired the entire parliament, and he got rid of the top 70 generals in their army, replaced them with Muslim Brotherhood generals, and he got rid of the top 10 governors in Egypt, replacing them with 10 Muslim Brotherhood governors. Well, 3 days ago, after being the hero, after being somebody's hero, after Barack Obama sent Hillary Rodham Clinton to Jerusalem to meet with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about the conflict going on between Israel and the Palestinians and the Hamas in the Gaza Strip, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Secretary of State, United States of America, went and met in Jerusalem with Benjamin Netanyahu. Then she went to the West Bank of Jerusalem and met with Palestinian Authority Abbas, who is the leader of the Palestinian Authority. After meeting with him, wearing her green jacket of Islam, she went back to Jerusalem, changed clothes, and met with Benjamin Netanyahu again. then got on a plane, changed back into her Palestinian, or Islamic, I should say, green colors, flew to Cairo, Egypt, where she's seen meeting with Mohammed Mursi. It's there that just miraculously, Mohammed Mursi crafts a ceasefire, and both sides, the Hamas and the Israelis, lay down their weapons and declare a ceasefire as they go back to the negotiating table. Immediately, Mohammed Mursi is declared a hero in the world. But what does he do? This fierce king, this cruel lord, this man who says he wants to create the United States of Islam, this guy who says the capital of Islam will not be Cairo, it will not be Mecca, it will not be Medina, but it will be Jerusalem. This man, Mohammed Mursi, who's declared a holy jihad war on the city of Jerusalem. This is the peacemaker? Are you serious? This is the peacemaker? Mohammed Mursi? What? Who is Mohammed Mursi? I'm going to talk about that again this afternoon. We shared that last night on our radio, on our Sunday Night Live broadcast. I'm going to address it again today because something biblical is going on, folks. Anyway, after striking the peace ceasefire and making him the hero, the very next day, he fired all the judges in the land of Egypt and gave himself absolute power like a pharaoh. Well, there's been rioting in the streets. The people are upset. They're even calling him the pharaoh. If he is the pharaoh or the fierce king, the cruel lord, as I say he is, then he's the 12th pharaoh. Did you realize there's been 11 pharaohs in the history of Egypt, all with the name of Ramses? They've been waiting on their 12th pharaoh. But the Muslims have been waiting on their 12th imam, the Al-Mahdi. What? We'll talk about this in a moment. Anyway, today, Egypt's president, Mohammed Mursi, or Pharaoh, as some of his critics call him, is due to meet with the country's top judges today in a bid to try to relieve the crisis over his self-proclaimed new power. Now, Egyptian lawyers and judges have accused President Mohammed Mursi of waging an unprecedented attack on the judiciary by issuing a decree that effectively insulates his decisions from any legal challenges. So outraged was the judges' club that it called a strike in all of the Egyptian courtrooms throughout the weekend. Mursi will hold talks with members of the top judicial body, the Supreme Judicial Council, later today, and amid the violent nationwide protest that's tumbling stock market and the chaos in the streets of Cairo, the president knows he has to diffuse the tension. So yesterday, he issued that the decree was not designed to concentrate power in his hands. In any case, was only temporarily to be done until, of course, a new constitution is drafted. Are you saved? Because we're living in the times that the Bible said would come to pass. Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. And if you don't know the Lord as your Savior, I pray that you give your life to Jesus Christ. For with the heart man believes unto righteousness, and with the mouth confession's made unto salvation. This is the accepted time. This is the moment to give your life to Jesus Christ. I'll be right back with some more breaking news and information on this powerful day right here on YouTube. God bless you.